Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's another deck profile for you guys today. It's an update on my Sky Striker deck. Now this is actually my Card of Demise build. So it's a really good deck, still really powerful to this format. Definitely really good the fact that you can dig out like your counter traps, like Solemn Judgment, or you can you can dig out cards like Compulsory Evacuation Device, and there can only be one. So this is basically just full on control now at this point with Sky Strikers, now that a lot of cards have been hit. And we might receive yet another hit to Sky Strikers thanks to the fact that it's being splashed in so many decks right now, like Sky Striker Orchist, Sky Striker Draco, and yeah. So we'll just get to that as we go. Alright, so starting off with the main deck, the only monster I'm really playing in this deck is 3 copies of Ray. That's really all you need. The fact that I'm running Card of Demise, it kind of conflicts with hand traps, so that's why I'm not running any hand traps by any means. So, yeah. Alright, so we're moving on to spells already. Starting off with the Sky Striker stuff. Running 3 Engage. Some people say just hit this to 1. I don't think this is the correct hit, honestly. I think Engage is fine as it is, especially because we're getting new support. Maybe 2 would be the best thing to do, just hit it to 2. But I'll get to why, like which card that should actually be hit on the next ban list. 3 Area 0. You just need to get instant access to your area as fast as possible, and also it digs through your deck for more of your Sky Striker cards. 2 Shark Cannons, just kind of like a Call by the Grave, basically. So Shark Cannon definitely comes in clutch. The 1-0's 1 Widow Anchor, or not Widow Anchor, 1 multi-roll. 1 Widow Anchor. Now, I think this card is the correct hit. In fact, I got to side with Seema on this one when he said just ban Horner Drones and you basically kill off the splashability of Sky Strikers. Because like this deck can still play just fine without the drones. So we'll just have to wait and see, really. But yeah, I think banning drones would be the best thing. But you still want to run it for right now, just because it's a 1-card Kagari. Kagari recycles your any of your Sky Striker cards, like your Engage or this card if you wanted to. And the reason why it's so good in every other deck is because it's a 1-card Link 2, basically. So yeah, that's the general gist of this card. 1 Eagle Booster, for protection. 1 Jamming Waves, for spot removal. Same thing with Afterburners, does the exact same thing, just backwards. Hercules Base, it's a good way to recycle your Kagari, so Hercules Base definitely comes into clutch as well. So yeah, that's just generally standard right there. Sorry if I sound like lower than usual, guys. I'm pretty tired right now. Moving on, running 3 copies of Card of Demise. As I mentioned, this is the Card of Demise build. You definitely need to play this. It's just a good way to keep digging through your deck to add spells or just like search out for your trap cards or anything you might need. 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I was running MST for a while, but I decided to go with this, just to deal with floodgates. 2 Called by the Grave. Hand traps, don't want to deal with them. So, yeah. 2 Foolish Burial Goods. And for my 1-0s, I'm running 1 Metal Folks Fusion, 1 Rhoda, Terraforming, and of course, gotta have the 1 Upstart Goblin. So, yeah, definitely really good. And that's it for the spells. So let's go and move on to my trap cards. For traps, I'm running 3 copies of Compulsory Evacuation Device. This is just to deal with like the Thunder Dragon matchups, because like Colossus really hinders this deck now more than it ever used to. 3 There Can Only Be One, really good against like a lot of the meta right now, because a lot of meta rely on 1 typing, like Orcus is all machines, Salamangreat is all cybers, Thunder Dragon is all thunders, so it definitely helps. And then 3 copies of Solemn Judgment, just stops anything, any summon or any spell and trap, so you definitely need to be on the lookout for cards like that, so Solemn Judgment definitely helps out. So yeah, 9 traps, and that's it. And that's pretty much it for the main deck. That's 40 cards. Now we're moving on to the extra deck. Extra deck still got to run the 1 Kigari, 3 Shizuku, 3 copies of Hayate. Hayate is just really good for like the time. So the fact that she can attack directly and dump your Sky Striker cards is really good. Only 1 Kaina, just because, she's just like there to be there really. But she does give you some life points back, so that also helps. I'm running 1 Barricade Board Blocker, just to prevent your opponent from targeting your field or continuous spells, so you don't want to lose that multi-roll. 1 Hita. I'm also running Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn. as well as Ningirsu, just, you know, non-targeting destruction and removal, so Ningirsu definitely helps. And for like my link force, I'm running Avermax, and of course Boral Sword Dragon, which is just a win condition. And you basically can steal your opponent's monsters with cards like Widow Anchor and Shark Cannon, so just like make sure you chain them all correctly, and boom, you're pretty much golden. Alright, so that's it for the extra deck. Now we're moving on to side deck. Side deck's pretty standard. I'm running 3 copies of Lancia just to deal with Orcust and Thunder. 3 Dino Wrestler Pankratops. 3 Dark Ruler No More. A spicy side tech I'm running is actually Mystic Mine. I'm only running 2 copies though, as well as set rotation, just because, you know, like, it really comes into clutch. You give your opponent either the area 0 and give yourself Mystic Mine if your opponent has like a full board of monsters. So yeah, it's just a good way just to stop monster effects overall. And then 3 copies of Evenly Matched, and yeah, that's generally it. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just stand by for a combo video soon. And I will see you till then.